Is it visible? Week 4?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So myself is Soma from University of Hyderabad. So I will solve week 4 assignment previous years. So first I will tell something about second order derivative test for maximum minima. As I told last day about the critical points, now I will tell about the second derivative test. Some little thing, then I will start. So second derivative test for maximum and minimum. So I hope you know, right? For function of single variable, I told already last day, if you remember. So suppose f is a function of two variable x comma y and x naught and y naught is critical point. That means del f del x and del f del y both are 0 at x naught y naught. That is gradient of f at x naught comma y naught, it is 0. So what will happen if what will happen if you want to find the maximum or minimum for f at x naught y naught? What it will give, either maximum or minimum or both? Or no extrema. So to find that, I will calculate. First, I will calculate del f del x at del f del x equal to 0. I will get x naught y naught. Then I will calculate del f del y. I will already get x naught y naught because x naught and y naught are critical point. So I will find del 2f del x 2, del 2f del y 2, and second order derivatives with 2f del x del y. So I will write one quadratic expression, that is, this is called A, this is P, and this is B. Okay, so I will write ax squared plus 2bxy plus by, cy squared. It is a quadratic expression, okay? So when it has maximum or minimum, you have to tell. So do you know how to find this when this has maximum or minimum?
So when
Suppose you have
AC minus is, am I audible?
yeah, tell me AC minus B square is what?
When AC minus B square is greater than 0, then we can check for a maxima or a minimum. In this case, if A is greater than 0, it's a minimum at that point.
This is called,
If A is less than 0, it's a maxima at that point.
yes, correct. So this is called discriminant or Jacobian or determinant or Hessian matrix, whatever. This matrix we are saying now, which determinant A, B, B, C, right? This is determinant. This is AC minus B square. So suppose for an example, is A is 1, B is 1, C is also 1. So I will get x plus 1 whole square, right? So as you know, suppose like for function of single variable, I'm saying f of x. So this is always greater than or equal to 0. Okay, because it is something square. So minimum value is 0 for this. So if you have this ax square plus 2bx square plus cy square for any ABC, you can write it as a into x minus, x plus some alpha whole square plus b into or c into some y plus beta whole square plus something etc. b like that. So when it has something whole square means it is greater than or equal to 0 always. This is always greater than or equal to 0. So everything so when this expression has maximum minima, this depends on this d. Okay. So I will remove this thing first because this is just a single variable example, and I will tell about AC minus B square these properties. Okay. So first is suppose okay. So first is suppose AC minus B square is 0. Then what happened? Then what happened? Can you tell anyone? If AC minus B square is 0,
Then that means there are multiple critical points for this
then we
expression.
have more than one critical point. More than one. More than one critical point. If this thing happens, this is called Jacobian actually. I will tell about how it came, not how it came, why it is giving like that. And if AC minus B squared is non-zero, then we have only one critical point and we have to check the characteristic in that critical point. So if AC minus B square non-zero, that means either AC minus B square positive or AC minus B square negative, right? So AC minus B square is positive, then what will happen? Tell me. So it has again two cases. Okay. So I'll write like that. So I'll write that suppose AC minus B square is positive and A is positive. A means your del 2f del x2. Then the critical point is a minimizer, right? Critical point is a minimizer. And suppose AC minus B square positive and A negative, then critical point is a maximizer. Correct? Correct?
Yes, sir.
And if AC minus B square is negative, then what will happen? Critical point, what?
Then that is a saddle point.
Uh, is a saddle point. Just 1 minute, I will check this recording is going okay or not. Okay, fine. Because last week I faced some problem. Okay, so uh, now I will come to one thing that this maximizer, minimizer, everything it is calling locally, right? Not globally. Not globally. So do you have any idea when it will be global maximizer? It is local maximizer always. Okay. I hope you know this local maximizer. Not it all this extremum. This as I wrote, second derivative test for maximum minimum. This is for local maximum. Local maximum or local minimum. Local means in the neighborhood of the critical point. Global means for all points. So can you tell when globally will happen? When global
If the
maximum?
function has only one critical point, then by default it will be a global minimizer or maximizer.
No, no, no. No, no, no. Suppose function has one critical point and you are checking in this rule AC minus B square positive negative. Then you will get local only. You are checking D is positive, right? First you are checking D positive. D means this determinant. D is equal to A, B, B, C. You are checking D positive, right? Now, uh, after D positive, you are checking A is positive or negative. This you are checking. This is these three things you are doing. Then you are this implies conclusion is I have local maximum or minimum, right? No, here A cannot be zero, first of all, because D positive means AC minus B square positive. So that means A into C is greater than B square. So B square means something square. It is always positive. So that means A cannot be zero. Either A positive, C and C positive, or A negative, C negative. Either both positive or both negative. Okay. So A zero, it is not a question. The question is why it is local, not global. Or you did SAT told anything regarding this? Hello? Uh, are you able to understand my question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will tell something different. But actually, this global thing will come. You are checking this, sorry, you are checking this D at some point that is X naught, Y naught. It is positive, you are checking. Always you remember A, B, C, D is not a general. It is checking. I will write these things. A, B, C, D, D you are checking at a point, only at the critical point. Suppose this D is positive for all point. Well, sometimes it may happen na, that D is, sometimes it may happen na, that D is a constant. Suppose D is 2. So D is positive throughout the region. D is not I mean, it does not depends on any point, x not y not. Then you have global. Okay. Do you know this thing?
No.
Okay. So I will write one thing, one line, that is I am the f of x plus a. Sorry, okay. And f of x dot variance. This is something you calculate, not for function of multivariable. So actually, frankly speaking, this becomes some h into your D. D means the Hessian matrix evaluated at some point x star into H bar. So it is something like X transpose X, or this is H actually transpose, not bar, it is transpose. So H is a vector, that's why I put H bar. So it is something like X transpose X. If you know matrix theory, if this A is a positive definite matrix, then uh, positive definite mean it is positive for all points. Then you have this D positive throughout the region. Then you will get global maximum or minimum according as your F. Okay, so it is a higher theory. Just you convince yourself with the fact that if D is positive for all point, then you will get global maximum or global minimum. If D is greater than 0 at only at the critical point, then you will get local around the critical point. Okay. More all of your question will come local maximum, not global. Global thing actually does not come in your questions because your d always depends as a function of x and y. It will come in any question in solving questions. So what is this? D is called Jacobian or a determinant, whatever you are giving name. It is equal to del 2f del x2 del 2f del x del y del 2f del y del x, or it is same as del 2f del x del y del y2, which is evaluated at x naught comma y naught. Okay, you always remember this thing. So if d is positive and del 2f del x2 at x naught y naught, that means your a at x naught y naught both are positive, then we have x naught y naught is a local minimizer. Okay. And if d is positive and del 2f del x2 at x naught comma y naught is negative, then you have is a local maximizer. Okay. So, and if d is what d is your less than 0, then it has a saddle point. Saddle point. And if d is equal to 0, then no conclusion. As I said in my previous class, for function of one variable, t suppose second derivative, so f double dash x equal to 0, then you have to do further investigation. F triple prime, f triple dash x, or f4x, like that. So in several variable also same thing. So now I'll move to question number 1 of previous year. So I'll show you the question. Uh, is it visible? Oh, sorry. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
So you just tell me what I have to do. I have to find the local minima of this function. So for this first I have to calculate the critical points, then I have to find the D determinant, then I have to find A, then find the value. So one by one I will write the process. So suppose function is, and you can also do with me and you can tell me the answer. I am writing the function x square minus xy plus y square plus, sorry, plus 2x plus 2y minus 7. So del x, it is 2x minus y plus 2. And what is del f del y? It is 2y minus x plus 2. Is it fine?
Yes.
So what is the critical point? Del f del x equal to 0, del f del y equal to 0. So critical point means 2x minus y plus 2 equal to 0 and 2y minus x plus 2 equal to 0. So I'll get x equal to minus 2 and y equal to minus 2. We must calculate this in a linear equation. Will you get this point?
Plus 2, minus 2, minus 2.
Minus 2 minus 2. Del 2f del x2 is 2. Del 2f del y2 is 2. Del 2f del x del y is minus 1. So what is d? These 2 minus 1, 2, right? Use determinant. That is 4 minus 1, that is 3. Is not equal to 0, Indian is greater than 0. So, and your A, what is
So I
A?
think the formula for this ABC included a half before the that thing. Like A equals to half into del 2f by del x square, something like that.
But half you can manage, no? It is a determinant. So, determinant of 5, no, sorry, determinant of x, y, z, x, y, a, b, it is same as determinant of, the symbol, the sign of this, it is positive or negative, it is same as determinant 2x, 2y, a, b. If 2 is
Okay.
positive,
Yeah.
your 2 is half. Oh, sorry, I should write half x. So determinant of suppose a, b, c, d, it is same as determinant of half of a, half of b, c, d. Understand? So I am not writing this half thing.
Yes, sir.
Actually, frankly, it is half. But for your calculation, you should directly you can write del 12 del x2. Okay? But your formula is half. You are correct, actually. Okay? Fine? Or any issue you can tell. Or should I write half?
Yes, fine.
So actually, I am checking the sign, not the value of d. D can be 500. My D in my process, your process, it can be 250 something. But both are positive. It will not be negative certainly because you are multiplying with a positive number half. Okay, so A is del 2f del x2. I am writing. You can write half of del 2f del x2, no issue. Okay, but A is if A is positive, your half of A is also positive. That is my I want to say. So it is true always. So that means it is positive. So that means it is a local minimum at 2 comma minus 2 comma minus. So what is the value? Value of local minimum is equal to f of minus 2 comma minus 2, right? So I have to put x
Minus
equals
11.
minus, hello?
Minus 11.
Minus 11. Yes, yes. So I will write it is minus 2 square minus 2 into minus 2 plus minus 2 square plus 2 into minus 2 plus 2 into minus 2 minus 7. So it is minus 11. You are correct. 4 minus 4. So what is the answer is minus 11. Oh my god. The answer is in 3. Minus 3. And so how can answer is minus 3? Can answer be wrong sometime? The
It is
question.
wrong sometimes.
Actually, I think my calculation is correct. Answer is in minus 3. I'll check just from me.
And so this will be the global minimum.
Sorry?
This will be the global minimum.
Yeah, this will be the global because of that D is always positive, no matter the points. But in your question, every question, as you see the next question, if you are visible, it is saying local maximum. Every question it will come local, but you should know something extra so that is good for you. Actually, the answer is minus 11 only. The yes, I think the options are incorrect. Okay, answer is minus 11. We are correct. So I will move to the next question. Any question from the last question? Any question from the last one that I solved? Then I will move to the next one. I think no question. So let's move to the question number. This is the answer. Question number two is saying you have to find some local maxima. So local maximum of what function? Function is 2x cube plus 3xy plus 2y cube plus 1. So fine. I am writing also. So it is 2x cube. F of x comma y is 2x cube plus 3xy plus 2y cube plus 1. Okay. So what is del f del x? 6x squared plus 3y. Del f del y is 6y squared plus 3x. So del f del x equal to 0 implies 6x squared plus 3y is equal to 0. And del f del y equal to 0 implies 6y squared plus 3x equal to 0. You have to find the critical point. So how? Just put the value of x here. So what is x? X is minus 2y square. So I'll put the value of x here. So minus 2y square plus 3y equal to 0. So I am taking 3 common. So I'll get 2 into 4. That means 8 y power 4 plus y equal to 0, right? So that means y into 2y2 plus 1 is 0, right? So that means y is 0 and y cube is minus half. That means real root we have to find. Okay, I am sorry. Here it should be 8, yeah. So it is minus half. Real root, huh? X all are real variable. So what are the if x is y is 0, then x is also 0. If y is half, if y is 0, then x is 0. If y is half, then x is minus 2 into 1 by 4, that is minus half, right? Or I will write this thing in the next line, next page. How to do this? Okay, I'll write for. I don't know how to copy this bit. Did you get the answer, by the way?
Yes, sir.
So, what are the critical points? 0, 0 and half, half. Minus half, minus half. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes. So, critical points are, I'll write 0, 0 and minus half, minus half. So, what is your del 2 f del x2 is equal to what? 12x, I think. Del 2f del y2 is 12y. So, now can you tell it is global or local?
Local.
Local, because your d depends on x and y. Because your d is determinant del 2f del x2, del 2f del y2, sorry, del 2f del x del y, del 2f del x del y, del 2f del y2. So it is 12x, 12y. So it depends on y, 144xy minus 9. So at 0, 0, you have to find both points to check where what point it will give local, what point it will give positive. So at 0, 0, d is minus 9, so it is negative. So it is, that means 0, 0 is a saddle point. Okay. So at minus up, comma minus up, D is 144 into 1 by 4 minus 9, right? What is this? Uh, 36 minus 9 is 27. That is positive. So, and your A, what is A? A is del 2 del x2 or half of del 2 del 2, whatever. But I am writing A is this. Sorry, correct? Negative. So it has local.
Yes, sir.
Somebody asks any question or some voice came.
Local maximum.
No, I am saying you have any question? Somebody,
No, sir.
maybe some problem. I don't know. Okay. So by the way, it has local here, local maximum. So local, not global, because D is a function of x and y. So what is the value of the local maximum that we have to tell? So value of local maximum, that is, we have to put x equal to half minus half, y equal to minus half, plus 3 into minus half plus. Did you see this year assignment question?
Yes, sir.
So local maximum, local minimum question are there or not?
They are there.
Okay. And any question from global?
I don't exactly remember.
Okay. Okay, if any question from global also, then I think you can answer. So this is the answer. Answer is option. Let's see what is the option. 5 by 4 you got? 5 by 4 is option C, as you can see. So I will write the answer is option C. So did you get option C or 5 by 4? Otherwise, you have any
Yes, sir.
question? Any question from the last question? Any question? Otherwise, I will move to the next one. Understand? So next question is saddle point of this function. Function is look like the previous function only, but again you have to find the point and check where D is negative. So first let me write the question. So it is f of x comma y is x cube plus y cube plus 2x, sorry, ex square plus minus 3y square plus 7. So what is this, here? What is the critical points? First you find del f del x, then you find del f del y. This is just a calculation okay. So you put del f del x equal to 0. What you will get is 3x square plus 6x equal to 0. So x is uh, x into what? X plus 2. So x is 0 comma minus 2, right? X is 0 or x is minus 2. So what about y? Equal to, that means y square minus 2y is 0. So y, no, y minus
0
0 2. 2, no?
0 and 2.
So what are the critical point? Critical points are, what are the critical point? Tell me. What are the critical points? My screen is visible, right? Hello? I'm saying
Yes,
my
sir.
screen is okay. Because I cannot saw you because I can see this page only, this writing page. So I'm asking what are the critical points? Any tell how many first of all?
But, uh,
Did you understand my question? I'm saying I'm asking what are the critical points of this F
there will be four combinations.
four. Yes, yes. Critical points are four. So what are they? They are 0, 0, 1. One is 0, 2. Another one is -2, 0. Another one is -2, 2. That's it. Four critical points. You have to take all the combination. Here it is 2, here it is 2. So 2 into 2 is 4. Right? So now you find
Yes.
del 2f del x2 at all these points. So what is del 2f del x2? It is 6x plus 6. No, no need to find here. We have to find d, directly d, capital D. So del 2f del x del y2 is 6y minus 6. And del 2f del x del y is 0. So what is your d? D is this determinant 6x plus 6 and what is okay 6x plus 6 0 0 6y minus 6. So it is 6x plus 6 into 6y minus 6, right? Okay. Now you have to find this d is depends on x and y. So there can have many possibility for local, global, everything. But since you have the critical points already, so higher critical point, only local or global maximum it will give our saddle point. So what will 0, 0? It is 6 into minus 6, so negative, right? So at 0, 0, it is a saddle point. No need to check A, del 2 of del x2. Because in this question is you have to find the saddle point only. So what is D at 0, 2? Sorry, minus 2, comma 2. It is minus 12 plus 6, comma 12 minus 6. So it is minus 6 into 6. So again minus 36. So negative, so saddle point. What is D at minus 2, comma 0? Tell me. It is 6 into minus 2 plus 6 and 6 into 0 minus 6. So it is also negative. No, it is minus 6 into minus 6. So it is 36, right? Positive. So not a saddle point. Either extremum, either local maximum or local minimum. Not a saddle point. And D at 0, comma 2, right? It is 6 into 0 plus 6, comma 6 into 6 into 2 minus 6. So it is 6 into 6, so 36. Positive, so not a critical saddle point. So how many saddle point? Two saddle point. So 0, 0 and uh, minus 2 comma 2 are the saddle point. Fine, correct? So let me show you the answer. The answer is 0, 0 is there, but minus 2 comma 2 is not here. I think it has more of only 0, 0 is there, so 0, 0 you have to choose. Can one question have more than one answer? Here the answer is 0, 0. It is correct.
Ye-
But another saddle point is also there, minus 2
Yes.
comma 2. So I think if you have more than one option, minus 2 comma 2 is not here in the option. So maybe they did not give. But if you if you have minus 2 comma 2 also in the option, so you have to click both the option. Okay, fine. So I will move to the next problem. Is the last problem okay or any question?
No, sir.
Okay, so how many students? Navneet, do you have any question? Navneet MS.
No.
Okay, fine. I cannot hear you, but you can type also in message. Okay, I will move to the next one. If you have any question, you can write in the chat box if you have connection problem. So here it is saying that you have to find the maximum value of some function with respect to where on this line. So directly not maximum value, but those maximum value which are on this line, on those points which are on this line. So I will tell something about constraint problem and unconstraint problem. So you have to find here maximum of f of x comma y, maximum or minimum, whatever, subject to g of x comma y equal to c. You know how to solve? Subject to means on this line or on this curve, subject to some condition. So you know how to solve.
Using Lagrange function.
Yes, that's right. So I will tell this is called a constraint problem. Constraint problem. There is another problem called unconstraint problem. Unconstraint means in your first problem, if you see, you have to find local maximum subject to no condition. So there is no constraint. So in this problem is belongs to constant problem. Unconstant problem means your first problem or second problem or third problem where there is no constraint, no condition on the point x comma y where it lies or it is positive, negative, no condition. So constant problem is any physical problem is constant problem actually. Any physical problem. Example is any physical problem or real life problem or biological, mathematical biological problem. My problems with respect to some condition. That is called constant problem. So its example is any physical problem. So how to solve? As you told already that Lagrange. So there is one function called Lagrangian function. What is
You are
this
not
function?
audible.
What is this function here? Anyone?
And your video is also lacking.
This one, right? Lambda into. Okay, somebody. I will see what you wrote. Uh, uh, is it fine? Okay, I'm sorry this interruption, but should I turn my video off? Well, I don't know this internet issue. But NPTEL told I think to turn the video on. What about that other year that other uh, STA? She turned her video on or off?
She does not turn her video on.
Okay, because the NPTEL told to turn the video on, I think. I don't know why they told. Okay, so I will start again. I'll present the screen. And if you have any problem, you can tell me. But this comes under the recording. It's okay. So I cannot edit this thing. Okay, so fine now. Can you see the screen?
It can be seen that there is a slight lag.
No, I did not put on. I don't know how did I put it. Also, slight lagging from video. Actually, I'm using OBS. This OBS is a junk thing. I mean, uh, I search in YouTube to how to this lagging is there, how to resolve this issue, but I somehow changed the setting of OBS. But suppose this issue is not resolved today, then I will install another app. I see. Or you know any other app to record the video? I don't know. Yes. Okay, I will move to the this question.
G Suite might provide an option to record her meeting natively.
Sorry?
So you have specific account of Google, there might be an option to record Google Meet directly.
Now, Google Meet directly, they did not allow me to record actually. Is the problem. No. Okay, so I'll move to this question. Oh, I am telling something about Lagrangian. So, correct. So, Lagrangian is A plus lambda into G. So, why you are writing this? Then, as you are writing G of xy equal to C, that means G of xy minus C is 0. So, that means in L, you are writing A plus lambda into G of xy minus C, right? So, that means A plus lambda into 0 actually. So, that means you are finding the maximum value or minimum value of F only, but by taking some another function. This is called Lagrangian. Understand? This gx minus is nothing but 0 because it is your given curve or given line, whatever. So F plus lambda into 0. So you are getting F only. So that means you are finding the maximum minimum for F, but by in some different way. Why different way? Because you are making the constant problem to unconstant problem. So that is the main motive to solve unconstant problem by reducing it. Sorry, to solve constant problem by reducing it to unconstant problem. So what is the question is question number 5 or 4? Question number 4, that is f x comma y is 49x square minus y square, and you have to find on the line maximum or minimum on the line G, that is I am calling x plus 3y equal to 10. Okay. So what is L? L is fx comma y plus lambda into gx comma y minus 10, right? So L is equal to your 49 minus x square minus y square plus lambda into x plus 3y minus 10. So you have to find the maximum minimum for L.
Your
So
voice
sorry. Okay, I see. Okay, I will do one thing. I will turn my video off. Okay. I don't know why this thing is happening. Okay, I will turn the video off. Means video means that. Okay. So I'm presenting. I'm turning my video off. I don't know why this thing happened suddenly. My internet is fine. Okay, so yeah, so I was here. So you have to find the maximum or minimum for L. So find del L del X is equal to minus 2x plus lambda and del L del y equal to minus 2y plus lambda. So find del L del x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. So you will get del L del x equal to 0 and del L del y equal to 0. So you get x equal to lambda by 2 and y also equal to lambda by 2. Now, no, I did some mistake. Sorry. Actually, del L del y it should be 3 lambda. So it is 3 lambda by 2. So it is 3 by 2. What is the value of lambda? Lambda is 2x. So that means y equal to 3x. So what are the point? Point is lying on this line. The points are lying on some line x plus 3y equal to 10. So first to find the point, you have to put the value of y in this line. X plus 3 into 3x equal to 10. So that means 10x equal to 10. So that is x equal to 1. And y is equal to 3. So 1 comma 3 is the critical point for L. L. So it is a function of x, y, and lambda. So what is lambda, by the way? As you said that lambda is 2x. 2 into 1, so it is 2. So you have to find del to L del x2 because you have to find the maximum minimum for L. So it's minus 2. Del to L del y2 is minus 2 and del to L del x del y is 0. So what is your D? Minus 2, 0, 0, minus 2 is positive. So that means, and your del to L del x2, that is your A, it is minus 2, so it is negative. So that means local maximum. So what is the value of the local maximum? Value is 49 minus x square means y square minus 3 square. So it is 39. It's the answer. Now let me check if the voice is open. Is the voice open now? Hello?
It's okay.
Okay. But the video is lagging till now. Still also now.
A bit it is lacking.
Okay. I hope from the next onwards I will turn my video off. I think because of this only. I don't know that is it. Okay, any question on Lagrange multiplier? You understand how why I did this L? Because I have to find on some line G, and as you see this G, I am writing A plus lambda into this thing. This is nothing equal to 0, right? So I am writing something extra, but the extra thing is 0. Why I am doing this? Because I want a unconstant problem. Because I know how to solve unconstant problem. So I am converting a constant problem to an unconstant problem with this relation. So it is a method for Lagrange multiplier. So I'll move to the next question. That is on question number 5. So you have to find the point on this plane which is closest to the point 1, 1. Now tell me how to do. What is your intention? Find the point on this plane closest to point 111. Some 111 is any point. 111 is not on in this plane, first of all. Okay. So you have to find some. So what is your motivation? What will you do? Any idea? So you have to find. I will write the question. So what is the plane? How you draw this plane? First you tell me. This is X, this is Y, this is Z. How to draw? Are you getting my voice?
Yes, you are audible. Yes, you are.
Okay. Okay, so I will tell. So actually this plane is x by 13 plus y by 13 by 2 plus z by 13 by 3 is equal to 1. Sorry, equal to 1. I just divide by 13 because 13 is on my right hand side. So it touches intersect x axis at 13 comma 0 comma 0. Suppose A at y axis at 0 comma 13 by 2 comma 0. Suppose here B, and at z axis at 0 comma 13 by 3 at 0. Yeah, sorry, 0 0 13 by 3. So the plane is looking like this plane. This is the sorry. Okay. So the point one is here somewhere. So you have to find the a point on this plane which is closest to 111. So how you find this? So to find the point closest to the given point, first you have to draw a line from this point. The line in such a way that the line is perpendicular to this plane. Then you find the intersection of this plane and of the line. Okay. So I'll write if I have this problem of mic, so I'll write all this to find the point on the plane closest to a given point. What you have to do is that first A line is drawn. First, a line is drawn from the given point. I'm writing PT for point perpendicular to the plane. Plane means the given plane. And next, this is your first. First, next, intersection, find intersection of the plane and the line that is formed. That is formed, found or formed, whatever. So here, so how you find a perpendicular line passing through a point to this plane? What is the method? You know, I will write for you. The plane is this. The
Clean
plane
up the
is
plane.
plane equation is x plus 2y plus 3z equal to 13. Yes, tell me.
Find the gradient of the plane.
Quite little. Can you it's loud more? I did not understand.
Find the gradient of the plane.
Gradient, but what is the vector here? Here is the equation is given. From plane equation, you have to find equation of a perpendicular as a draw. Suppose this is the plane equation ABC and perpendicular is from 1, 1, 1. So how you find the gradient? What is the vector? Here. You know direction ratio of a line. How you find the gradient? Can you tell me?
Like we can write the plane as f equals to x plus 2y plus 3z minus 13.
Okay.
And then to find the gradient will have three output points: del f by del x, del f by del y, del f by del z. That will give us the perpendicular vector from the plane.
Like that also, and other way is you are the step is to travel from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1 and then take the line path. But how you know that 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1 this will give you the perpendicular?
Like 111 is the position vector. So it's
Uh,
like a vector that begins from origin. We travel along that vector, and from the point 111, we travel in the direction of the gradient.
you have to travel in the direction of the gradient. That is the thing. Here, suppose you 1, 1, 1 is here. You are traveling perpendicular here. So perpendicular can be here. No need to go to 0, 0, 0. Okay. I am drawing again. This one. Understand? 0, 0, 0 is this is the plane. My plane is ABC. Now 1, 1, 1 is here. So draw a perpendicular line. As I wrote here, to find the point on a plane closest to a given point, first draw a perpendicular line that is passing through 1, 1, 1. So if you know, I will tell something geometrically, okay? Not using vector thing. Vector also gradient, as you said, that is also okay. If you find del f del x, you will get 1, del f del y 2, and del f del z 3. So that means I plus, as you are saying, perpendicular vector is I plus 2j plus 3k, right? Because del f del x is 1, del f del y is 2, del f del z 3, your gradient. I think this is the perpendicular vector you are saying. This is your, sorry, 6, 2 This is your perpendicular vector. Because this is gradient of f, as you are saying. But I will say something using geometry, which is okay if I say using geometry. Geometry. So that you can visualize easily. Okay. So suppose a plane is given. This is a plane in 3-dimensional. So a point is given here, A, B, C. So you have to find some perpendicular line. How you find? So you know direction ratio, DRS. That is direction ratios. You know this thing? Anyone?
I forgot the exact concept of this.
Sorry?
I forgot the exact concept of direction
Okay,
ratio,
okay,
but
okay.
it was
So
there.
I will tell in this way, okay? If any problem, if I tell, so that you can visualize this thing. That's why. I will tell, huh? For 2 minutes. So direction ratio is nothing but in which direction the plane is. Actually, here the plane equation is x plus 2y plus 3z equal to 10. So 1, 2, 3 is the direction ratio. Coefficient of x, coefficient of y, coefficient of z is the direction ratio of the plane. And there is a theory that plane direction ratio, plane direction ratio, and there is something called normal line to the plane. Normal line of the direction ratio are same. Okay, this is on remark, you can say. Plane direction ratio and normal line direction ratio are same. So what is a normal line? Normal line means this line, any line perpendicular to this plane at any point. This is called normal line. So you have to find one normal line to the plane such that the line is perpendicular to this plane. So normal means perpendicular. As you know, tangent normal. So normal line direction ratio and plane direction ratio is same. So that means the direction ratio of this line passing through ABC is same as the direction ratio of the plane. So if you know the direction ratio of,
So repeat this concept. Repeat it.
sorry,
Repeat the thing which you just mentioned.
okay, I'll repeat. Yeah, I am saying direction ratio means 1, 2, 3. Did you understand this thing of a plane? Coefficients are the direction ratios. Okay. Coefficient are called direction ratio, and direction cosine means it is something different. You have to normalize it. That I will not tell. I will say direction ratio only. I am telling in some different way so that you can solve other problems also. So direction ratio of the plane and direction ratio of a line perpendicular to the plane, it is same always. It is a remark as I wrote. Direction ratio of a plane and direction ratio of a line perpendicular to the plane is same. So if you know the direction ratio of a line passing through ABC, passing through A comma B comma C, then you can write the equation of the line also. The equation of the line is x minus A by the first direction ratio 1, y minus B by second direction ratio 2, z minus C by 3. This is the equation of a line. And you have to calculate this point, this intersecting point. So that means this point you have to calculate, this circular. Sorry, you have to calculate this point, this black one. So what you have to do for this? For this black point, if you see, this black point lies on the plane as well as lies on this line. So that means at some point it is equal to some, it is equal. That means suppose this is equal to t, where t is a parameter, then x is your 1 plus, acha, here your, in my, this question, I will relate this question here, in this question, your a comma b comma c is 1 comma 1 comma 1. Okay, so x is 1 plus t, y is 1 plus 2t, and z is 1 plus 3t. Now this for any t can be any parameter, can be anything, but this t, for this t, the point, this black point lies on this plane also. It is lies on this line also and this plane also. So I will put this coordinate value in the plane. So as this x comma y comma z, that black point lies on the plane also. So that means x plus 2y plus 3z equal to 10. This will give you the value of t. So 1 plus t plus 2 into 1 plus 2t plus 3 into 1 plus 3t is equal to 10. So that means t you can calculate, this is 5 by 2 something. So this t point, what is x comma y comma z? This point is 1 plus t, 1 plus 5 by 2, 2 plus 2t, and uh, no, not 2, sorry, 1 plus 2t. 1 plus 2t plus into 1 plus 3t. So this is, oh, I am very sorry. This t is half actually. By calculation, I did some mistake. So here t is half. You can calculate. This is a linear equation. Just calculate. So I will erase this thing. So I will erase the whole thing. So my x is 1 plus half, 1 plus t. So this 3 by 2. Y is 1 plus 2 into half. That is 2. And z is 1 plus 3 into half. That is 5 by 2. So what is the point? It is 3 by 2, 2 and 5 by 2. So this is your point. So this point you have to find. This point is closest to this closest to this point ABC. Okay. So you have to find. You have to. Just the question is this. You forgot. I know. If question is find the point on this plane closest to 111. So that means this point, this end point of the perpendicular line is the answer. So here the answer is 3 by 2, 2 comma 5 by 2. I am giving this picture so that you can realize easily. It is given by geometry, not by vector. So this is the answer. Any question? Any question from any of you? Otherwise, I will move to the next question. Question number 6. Question number 6 is this. The point on this card nearest to the origin. Same. Nearest to the origin. That means 0, 0 nearest. Now, as you were saying, you have to, somebody is saying just now that some you message na something from 0, 0, 0 I have to draw. I think you were saying from travel from 0, 0, 0 to this thing. I think you are saying using distance formula. You have to differentiate the distance to get the maximum minimum value, right?
No, I
What you are
didn't say
saying, I
that.
did not get. What you are saying there?
There I was there. My approach was first we find the gradient for the plane, and like suppose it is some g, and then we represent the notation as 1 comma 1 comma 1 plus t times g, and then also we will get the same relation which you calculated there for t in terms of t,
Yeah.
and we,
Yes. Yes. No, that method is also good. But I am saying something different. So I'm using geometry so that uh, okay, yours is also okay, but you can choose. But did you understand my method?
yes sir.
Okay, okay. Then it is fine because geometry sometimes if you know na then you can solve any problem. So as the next question is this, so I will solve this question using maximum minima using your distance formula. So you have to find the point on this curve which is nearest to the origin. Just I will write the equal question number 6, that is xy square equal to 54. This is my card. You have to find point on this curve nearest to 0, 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is a 2D curve, huh? This is not 3D, 2D, x comma y. This is a 2D here.
And so when we have the variables in product form, like in this case we have x y square, we cannot write direction coefficient, right? Direction ratio.
That's why this is a curve. Direction ratio is for plane. This is any
Okay.
surface. Direction ratio is for plane and line, not for everything. But that I told geometrically because okay, that fine. That is for plane, not for any surface. You cannot find like that. Okay, like in this way, you can find direction ratio by finding gradient and by finding gradient for any surface, but that is some different difficulty will come because gradient is a function of x and y. Na? You are not able to solve in this way because here
Yeah, I had tried
this
to
line
solve it in
equation,
that way, but I got stuck.
that here you will stuck. That's why this line equation I think you cannot write. Okay, so better in your way. Otherwise, you know this way so that in future you can solve other problems. Okay, so it is a 2D, huh? Not a 3D. So 0, 0 is the origin. So any curve is there, you have to find the nearest point to the origin. Means you have to find the distance between 0, 0 and the curve, right? When when the distance between 0, 0 and curve is minimum. Nearest means what? Nearest point. Nearest point means nearest point to 0, 0. It is same as when the distance between 0, 0 and the curve is minimum. Nearest point on this surface. It is a 2D surface, huh? So nearest point on the surface means you have to find the distance. When the distance is minimum, then So, what is any point on this curve? Can you tell? Any point on this curve, how you represent?
My x comma y.
No, x comma y, that is any point in the 2D plane. But what is any point on this curve?
So like x equal to 54 by y square.
That means, or in other way, I'm writing t comma plus minus root over 54 by t. Do you find? Because if you put x equal to t, you will get y equal to plus minus 54 by t. Good. That is any point. T is a parameter. T can vary. It is a 2D, so no two coordinates will come. So what is the distance? Distance of this any point from 0, 0 is root over t minus 0 square plus 54 by t minus 0 whole square. So it is, it is square root of t square plus 54 by t, right? This is the distance is s, suppose. So you have to find the you have to minimize s. Then you will get the answer. Minimization means the distance is minimum when that means which point is close. Minimize s means you will get t equal to something. For which value of t, this s is minimized. This t will give you the point on the surface that is closest to origin. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So you know that s is some square root of something. So minimizing s is same as minimizing s square. You know this thing? S square.
Yes, sir. Oh, no, this
Similar,
is new.
minimizing s is same as minimizing log of s. Always. Logarithmic
Okay.
sine s square, square, any arithmetic or trigonometric expression on s. So I will minimize s square, not s, because derivative of s square you can find it easily. You find the so for minimum value, what you have to find is that d dt of s square equal to 0. Where minimum taken? What is the critical point? Since it is a function of one variable t, so I am writing d dt, not partial derivative. So it is d dt of what is s square is t square plus 54 by t. So that is 2t plus, 2t minus 54 by t square equal to 0. So that means t cube equal to 27. So t is 3, right? Real. So what is the point? Point is 3 comma, x is t and y is plus minus root over 54 by 3. So it is 3 comma plus minus root over 30, 27. No. 17, 18. So it is 3 root 2. So you understand there are 2 points that is closest to this. But let me see the answer. It is saying 3, I have 3 comma plus minus 3 root 2. The answer is B. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But cleverly you can check one thing. The point on this curve nearest to the origin. If you can check the other options, the other
You
option
can check
actually
if they
the other
satisfy or
point,
not.
other point does not satisfy here. Because if you see now, x is everywhere x is 3. Your x should be 3. If x is negative, then it cannot be 54. It is minus 54. So option number A and D already false. But your option number B and C, only 3 is there, but it is 3 root 2, but it is 2 root 3. If you substitute, you will not get 54 for option C. So option B is the correct option. No need to solve this problem also. Okay, so option is B. So I'll move to the next question. Any question up till now? You have any query? Sorry. Okay, I'll move to the next question. That is question number. Oh, this is answer option number B. So next question is question number 7. That is, I will show you again. A particle position vector is this. Particle velocity and acceleration at time t equal to 1 is what? So, do you know how to find this velocity and acceleration from a position vector?
The position vector gives us the distance. Velocity is the single derivative. Acceleration is the double derivative.
Yeah, so it comes from where? It is a physics thing, na? It comes from Newton first and second law of motion. Newton's law of motion. Do you know na this thing?
Yes, sir.
Newton law of motion. So velocity means dr dt. R is the position vector. And acceleration is what is the symbol F or V? F. D2 or D2. So it is a very easy question that your position vector is given. Position vector, suppose P vector, P is for position, that is T plus 1I minus T square minus 1J. So what is velocity? Velocity is just derivative. Velocity is a vector. So V velocity, it is V vector, is dp dt. So it is I minus 2tj. And what is your acceleration? That is a vector, that is double derivative, that is minus 2j. So this is the answer. So you have to find at t equal to 1. At time t equal to 1, velocity is v vector, which is I minus 2j, and acceleration is minus 2j, does not depend on t. That's it. That means it is going in same acceleration. Okay. It is not accelerating. Okay, this is the answer. I will show you the answer. Option number B. I will show you. This is the answer. So option number B. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will move to the next problem. That is again unit tangent vector of a position vector. So what is a tangent vector? First you tell me what is a tangent vector of a curve.
The tangent at a point of the curve will give us the slope at that point.
Yes. So tangent vector, no, I'm saying what is tangent vector? Can you find it from position vector?
So like if we take the derivative of the vector of the curve, we get the tangent vector.
Yes. So the derivative of the position vector is nothing but the tangent vector. And unit tangent vector means you have to divide the derivative vector with its magnitude or norm. So just I will write. So what is a tangent? This is question number 8. So you have to find tangent. Sorry, unit tangent vector of the curve r of t equal to 3 sin t along x direction, 3 cos of t plus root 7 t k. Okay. So just find the derivative first. Unit tangent vector means derivative, as you are saying. Tangent means along the slope, slope. So you have to find the derivative. So 3 cos t minus 3 sin t plus root 7 k. So what is the modulus magnitude? Unit means you have to, as I told you in the past day, unit vector finding means you have to divide by its magnitude. So 3 cos t square, right? Any question till now?
No, sir.
Cos square plus sin square is 1. So it is 4. So unit tangent vector is, it is a easy problem. Just you have to find the magnitude. So dr dt by modulus of dr dt. That is, modulus is 4, so I will divide by 4. So it is 3 by 4 cos of t minus 3 by 4 sin t plus root 7 by, this is your answer. First I will show you the answer. Answer is what? 3 by 4 minus 3 by 4 plus 6, 7 by. So option A. So fine. I will move to the next one. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will move to the next one, but first carefully if you see this now, just I will tell one thing. In that question x y square equal to 54, here it is in 2D plane, not in 3D. So you should this direction ratio, as you were saying na, for 2D plane, for 2D curve also, you for 2D two dimensional plane I can also write. Okay, this I will tell again. This x y square equal to 15, na, it is a surface. But suppose it is x plus 3y or x plus y, then I can find this DRS method for 2D also. Okay. Okay. Like in there is one question asked in one interview that what is this represent? Can you tell? I wrote something in red color.
It's a plane surface.
It's a planes. Okay, so any another person? Navneet, what is x plus y equal to 10 represent?
It's a
Yes,
plane.
right.
Huh?
It can also represent a straight line. Yeah. If you represent it as y equals to minus x plus 10.
It is a straight line in 2D and a plane equation in 3D. This is the answer. Sorry. because it is in two-dimensional, it is a straight line, but it is a plane along the z-axis. Z is anything, na? Z is anything. Z is not giving means Z is anything. So suppose, so that
Okay,
is
like if we try to visualize it, then in 2D we get the straight line,
uh,
and this straight line itself we produce it inwards and outwards as a plane in
yes, in
3D,
the
and
z-axis,
that
along
plane
the z-axis, along the z-axis. So you will get plane, okay, parallel planes. So this question is asked in an IAS interview. So those who gave 2D and 3D, this in 2D it is a straight line, in 3D it is a plane. They are selected, they got the right answer and they got the point. IAS is UPSC exam. In one interview it asks. So, okay, so be careful about this space and line. Okay, fine. So I'll move to the next question. So next question is question number 9. That is, you have to find the length of a curve. So from some t equal to 0 to pi by 2. So it is in 2D or 3D, the curve.
2D.
No, it is 3D. 3D you said or 2D or time?
There is no J component.
There is no J component, so it is a three-dimensional object. I, J, K. J is not here. Okay, so I will write. You know how to find the length of a curve.
Yes, sir.
Length of the curve. I will write the question first. Cos t I hat plus sin t k from t equal to 0 to pi by 2. So what is what is length? Some integral formula is there. I am not deriving. It is t equal to a to b. It is a general formula. Dx dt square uy dt square. Okay, this is fine. This is the length.
Yes.
Length from a to b. So here small a is 0 and b is pi by 2. And x is cos t, y is 0, z is sin t. X is cos of t, y is 0 and z is sine of t. So what is the length? Tell me. So here,
Final answer is pi by 2.
let me calculate once. Length is integral t equal to 0 to pi by 2 square root of dx dt means minus sin t whole square minus sin square t plus 0 plus cos square t. So it is, you are correct, it is pi by 2 because it is t equal to 0 to pi by 2 square root of sin square t plus cos square t dt. So it is t equal to 0 to pi by 2, 1, right? So that means pi by 2. Correct?
Yes.
Answer. This is the answer. Answer is option. Let me see. What is this option? Answer is option pi by 2. That is option D. Did you see this year assignment question?
They are the same topics with changed values.
Means this length is there, na? Length question.
Yes, it's
Length.
there.
Okay, so length of a card from a length of the card from some t equal to 0 to pi by 2, or if they change this a and b, you can solve. This is the general formula. I will do this thing. Just formula. I will put it in a red box. A box so that you can recognize laterals. This is a formula. Okay. So I will move to the last question. That is question number 10. That is given us if now it is again a maximum minimum question, not a question of this length and this velocity acceleration, not this. So if 0, 0 is a critical point of this function, then what is the value of k? So let me first write this question in this sheet. So this question number
If
10.
we take the partial derivative, and
You have
then
to take
we
the partial derivative.
and then we substitute the critical point, it will satisfy, and that's how we got from the k.
Now let me see what you are saying. What is the value of k if 0, 0 is a critical point? So first 0, 0 is already given, it is a critical point. So that means del f del x at 0, 0 is 0 and del f del y at 0, 0 is 0. That is always true because it is already given 0, 0 is a critical point. No need to find the critical points. Already it is given. Or you cannot find also because it is in terms of k. So I will write the function fxy is x square plus kxy plus y square. Okay. And given that 0, comma 0 is a critical point of it. That means del f del x at 0, comma 0, it is 0. 0 and both are 0 already. In your previous problem, what you did is that you first find del f del x, del f del y, then put it equal to 0, then you find the value of x and y. That is the point, some point. But here it is already given 0, 0. So that means del f del x at 0, 0 is 0 and del f del y at 0, 0 is 0. That means the point that you get, that is actually 0, 0 point origin. So here del f del x is here. What is del f del x? 2x plus ky plus, no, 2x plus ky. And what is, what is del f del y? It is 2y plus kx. As you see here, f is x square plus kxy plus y square. Okay. So now since 0, 0 is a critical point, so since 0, comma 0 is a critical point, so del f del x at 0, 0 is 0. That means 2x plus ky is equal to 0. No, actually I did something fishy. No. It should be del f del x 0, not 0, 0. Okay. If you solve these two equations, you will get 0, comma 0. I did something. If you solve these two equations, del f del x
The
and del f
question
del
is
y,
like this only.
you will get 0, 0 as a critical point. But it is already given 0, 0 is a critical point. So I will write here.
From we have to solve for k. That's
If you
simultaneously
solve the above equation, you will get 0, comma 0 as the answer. Not answer, as the critical point. So do not, I am as a, so just be careful that critical point and finding critical point, and it is already given, these two are related, they are not different thing. So it is already given. I'll underline this thing because it is already given. So that means del f del x equal to 0 and del f del y equal to 0. If you solve this, you will get 0, 0. This is the thing. So my del f del x is 0. So let me solve this too. So let me solve. So I will not write here 0, sorry. I will not write here 0, 0. Directly I will write 0, 0. Let's look like that. So what I will write is that del f del x equal to 0 gives this, and del f del y equal to 0. So what it will give? It will give 2y plus kx equal to 0. Now what you have to find? You have to find what is k, so that 0, 0 is a critical point. So can you tell me when 0, 0 is a critical point? Now question is when 0, 0 is a critical point, or the question can be written as for which value of k if you solve the above two equation, which value of k 0, 0 is a critical point.
If you solve the above two equations, you are directly getting k equals to plus minus 2,
Plus
irrespective
minus
of x
2.
and y.
Plus minus 2 you are getting.
Yes.
How you are getting plus minus 2? Because 2x plus ky is 0 and 2y plus kx is 0. And already giving that 0, 0 is a critical point. For
Like
which value of.
for example, if we calculate x equal to minus ky by 2 and substitute it in the other,
Okay, I will write here
then
what you are saying. 2x plus ky equal to 0 and 2y plus kx equal to 0, right? You,
yes,
first of all, you have to find 0, 0 as the solution of these two equations. This equation 0, 0 is the solution. This is already given. If you are putting k equal to plus minus 2, then 2x plus, suppose you to put k equal to plus 2. Sorry, it is plus. So 2x plus 2y equal to 0. That means x plus y equal to 0. But can you say
which
that
will
0, 0 is the
satisfy 0
only
naught.
solution? Is it the 0, 0 is the only solution?
For that, we have to check the double derivative test.
No, 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 no. You have to find only the critical point. The question is find critical point only. No need to check maximum, minimum, anything. I will show you the question. Question is if 0, 0 is a critical point of the function, then what are the values of k? No need to find maximum, minima. So you tell me what is the answer. For which value of k 0, 0 is a critical point?
Technically, for any value of k,
But technically, for
because
any value of k.
for 0 0 will satisfy anything in this
Ah,
particular case.
that is the answer. K equal to plus minus 2. I don't know how you find. I think
So, sir,
uh,
like if you,
you want to find some identity. I think you got like 2x plus 2y equal to 0, right? From these two.
no, like if you take the value of x and y equation and place it in the other equation and solve together, then you get this thing.
Sure. Then how the k is any value? Then k can be fixed. Now let me check. Just 1 minute. I'll check. So x is minus ky by 2, right? So I'll put in that equation. X is minus ky by 2, right? This is correct.
Yes.
4y minus k square y is 0, right?
Yeah.
So 4y equal to k square y. Now you are cutting this y, right?
Okay, okay, we can't cut it because y is 0.
No,
Yeah.
because y is 0 already given as a critical point.
Okay, yeah.
You can cut if and okay, let me write. So you can cut y if y is not equal to 0. But how you know y is not equal to 0? So you cannot do like this, okay? So what you have to do, I will remove this thing just 1 minute. So what you have to do is that you have to put x and y 0 0 in those two equations to get what is the value of k. So I will write in black ink. So put 0 comma 0 in those two equations. That is in these two equations. 2x plus ky is 0 and 2y plus kx equal to 0. If you put 0 0, then you can find the value of k. But here it becomes an identity. Here after putting 0 0, the equation becomes an identity. That is 0 equal to 0. Like that you will get 0 equal to 0. Becomes an identity. So identity means it is true. Sorry. It is true for any value, any real value of k, any finite real value. If k equal to infinity, then I cannot say anything. Finite real value of k. Understand? If k equal to infinity, then infinity into 0, it is an undefined form. This is also not correct. This is not there. Any finite, so that's why I said finite. Okay. You understand what is identity and what is an equation difference?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what is the difference between identity and equation?
Yes, sir.
Identity means it is true for all values. And equation means it is true for some particular values. Maybe that particular value sometimes become all value, but equation means you have been solving for some particular values. But identity means it is true for all values. That is the difference. So what is the answer? The answer is any value of k. So all real numbers. I think they should give all finite real numbers. No, infinity is not an answer. So option D is the correct option. So I'll write answer D. Answer is option D. Okay, so any question? Just wait. Any question from two of you? Or is there any lagging in my video after that?
No, now it's proper. After you switched off the video.
Okay, I think from the next day onwards I will put my video off because otherwise this lagging thing is not a good thing. Okay, so you have any question from this assignment? Any other question or any other question or did you saw this year assignment questions?
I have submitted this as assignment.
You submitted?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Acha. And what about other Navneet?
No, I'm yet to submit.
So what is the last date?
Tomorrow.
Okay, so I hope did you see the questions?
Yeah, it's similar only.
It's can you solve the now this this year assignment by
Yeah, yeah.
So viewing this, because I gave some geometrical also geometry for finding perpendicular. Somebody that he is saying it, you can find it using gradient vector. That is also correct. You can also find. I can tell you that thing also, but I will show you again once, just for 2 minutes. That this gradient I am finding na, this direction ratio. This is for plane. So directly gradient vector, and then you can find also. I think he is saying some point plus t into another point, right? Like that you are saying, right? 1 1 1 plus t into something. So you can find in this way also, because will they ask you about the process or about the answer only in the in your
Only the answer.
assignments? Only the answer, right? Or the question, the process also.
No, no.
Okay, so if you do in this process, in my process, like in using geometry, then it is also fine. You will get the same answer. It is up to you. And what the I think the other TA also told using vector only. I don't know. Okay, no issue. So just one question I did using geometry for your. This will help you in future other course. Okay, I think it is okay to use geometry. So I will stop my recording. So no question, right? Till now,
No,
this is previous year. No question, right?
no, no.
Okay, so I will on my video again. Mhm. Now again lagging started, I think. Okay. So you can leave this call. I will stop the recording. Thank you for attending. So